Well, fellers, the T-Rex engine guards are on. Not even going to start this video by you looking at my ugly face, because that's not what you want to see. I got the upper engine guards, their lower engine guards, and their skid plate. I'm going to do some close-ups here of how they mount. There's an aluminum block behind that frame, a mylar block in front of the frame, behind that panel there's a bolt that goes into the, I believe, the upper fairing stay. And you have the little bar where it connects the two sides. And in here, you can kind of see the new silver bolts there with the nuts that go through the frame, the motor mount, and the upper and lower bars. There's your lower bar. Get a good look at that skid plate. Oops, sorry. Got my strap in the way. And then that bolts to a welded in nut cert on the frame. I am assuming that is where the adventure model lower engine crash bar mounts. Give you a little wide stance there. Just a little mirror image on this side where they've got those slider plates, bars, whatever they call them. Now, fellers, I ain't gonna lie to you. This was hard. It was not the simplest job in the world. Because basically, in here, you have those bolts that are on the top and the bottom of that bar. Those bolts need to go through the upper engine guard, lower engine guard, the motor mount, which is that bolt on the right there, like a little triangle plate, through the frame, then through the same on the other side. The best thing you could do is just leave everything as loose as possible, where everything's just holding on by a thread or two. Get a back view here. And just pull and pry and get it all lined up until you got it just right. I'm not going to tell you, there's no method really, just like I've said before, take your time, don't force anything. I'm going to walk to the other side and jack up the stand so I can get up underneath and you can see the skid plate. Take your time, get things lined up, glue Loctite everything, including the skid bars. One of them was had a loose bolt in it, which made me check them. T-Rex did not put any Loctite on those. On this side here, the left side where this frame clamp is, careful you don't hook the side stand switch wire. Ask me how I know. I caught it early, but I did pinch that a little bit. Didn't do any damage, but luckily I did catch it. These bolts up here, when you take them out of either your LED light bar on your adventure models, or there's just an empty bolt there on other models, there's a bracket in there that will drop. So getting all that lined back up with the bars is a little tricky as well. They do kind of make these holes kind of oval shaped on the T-Rex bars, which thank goodness. You can kind of, got a little blue Loctite on there. You can kind of see where they were oval shaped. And that's for a little bit of playing. Again, on this side you got wires. I think there's a cable back there as well. Then your ABS, if you have ABS lines, run right there behind those bars. But yeah, not a simple job. I think I was into it for about 3 hours. There's skid plate. Skid plate's pretty simple. Basically just using the stock hardware. Just 4 bolts, 2 nuts, some washers. I did put some fender washers underneath here. I had some in the toolbox. It's a silver washer just to make that a little more solid. Didn't want it to waller out the hole. There you can see the drain plug. Plenty of access to that. And no, it does not hang down anymore. And that is the OEM drain plug on my bike. I have not put a low profile on that yet, but I will. I have one. I'll do it for the first oil change. I'm sure some of you have seen the T-Rex. Also, the skid plate comes all the way back and covers up the suspension linkage, the shock, the dog bone. There's the mount for the lower bar. I'm assuming that is the same mounting point as the Kawasaki bars on the adventure models. Try to get in here a little more and show you. Yeah, at those 2 bolts on the right there. Those are the ones you got to get everything all lined up. That one on the left, this one right here, I did loosen it too, and that helped greatly. And you got your hoses, your overflow hoses that are in here. Just make sure you don't pinch those when you're putting the plate on. I had mine pinched at first and then realized what I was doing wrong. But there they are. Do one more quick walk around. I love how it looks. I don't think you're going to find better protection really with that whole setup. They are solid. Give her a little thump here. I mean, I'm happy. I was a little disgruntled at the install, but T-Rex does tell you in their little video they have to have a technician do it. That's probably why. I don't think I got in over my head any, but I could see how some guys would. Everything matches nicely. It's coming along. I did not get the center stand on today. It's getting really cold out here. Had a few heaters going, but now the sun's down. Table's getting a little more bare. Still waiting on those lower peg brackets, and then I'll put the shifter and the tusk on. Probably wait until I get those as well for the center stand, since that bolt's got to come off of those. I've said in another video, that's my my break-in oil change. I'll do that at 600 miles. Y'all know what that is. Nice pipe. Get that put on. It'll probably be the next thing I do if I get a warm day. Miscellaneous table, just tubes and stuff. There's not really a whole lot there that I'll be doing anytime soon. If any of you guys are interested, I do have these Kawasaki OEM Versys style handguards. Mount up similar to the Bark Busters, just have a little more of an OEM look. I decided not to go that route. I thought I was going to sell these to a friend, and he said he wants to go a different route as well. So I will have these for sale. 80 bucks plus postage, and I'll send those to you. That's like half of what they cost brand new. And I have these Tusk bar risers. I could probably send them back to Rocky Mountain, but I think I paid like $12 for them. So if anybody's interested in those as well, I'll send those to you for 10 bucks. But things that are still on order, like I said, those lowered peg brackets will be going on. I have a Happy Trails SU rack that should be at the powder coater now. At least that's what they tell me. I have Happy Trails 2 Canon panniers coming. And I'm thinking about getting the double take mirrors. I think that's about it. So, not like I said, not gonna put my ugly face on here today. This is what you guys want to see. Have any questions? Let me know. It was a mother to put on, but not impossible. There are no instructions. There is a video online on T-Rex's YouTube page. It's kind of worthless. Gives you a basic idea of how to install them, but it doesn't go into detail. I'm not sure if they have instructions for install on their website or not, but they did not come with any. Which is fine. It's pretty straightforward. It's not a hard concept. It's not a hard thing to do theoretically. Just the execution was a little difficult. Just call it as I see it. Alright guys, there's another update. I think this is going to be the third video of the day, but busy weekend. Take care. See you later.